Okay, Wednesday, 12th of August 2026, so Adrian's daily vlog, sharing smart stuff men should know. The more you are, the fewer rules apply to you. Now, this is a very interesting, subtle thing I've noticed, and initially I was going to call this one the richer you are, the fewer rules apply to you, but I realised at a deeper level, the more competent, the more aware, the smarter you are, the wiser you are, the more travelled you are, the more insert adjective really you are, the more tenacious you are, the fewer rules apply to you, insofar as you understand life, you understand the world, you understand incentives, you understand how things work, so you can get away with more things. The more you understand how people think, the more you understand psychology, the more you understand rules, the more you understand systems, the more you can circumvent them, bend them around, or bend the rules to your favour. The better you can, the more you can predict people, the more you can understand people, the more you can sympathise with people, the more you can forgive people, things like that. The more wise you are, the more you understand the loopholes that exist in the world. Yes, that is a very primal observation. The more worldly, informed, forward-thinking you are, the more you can circumvent the rules that exist in the world. And that's not to say be abusing the rules or breaking the rules or breaking the law, things like that, but more to do with you know how to work around them. You know how systems work, you know how incentives work, you know how this particular thing works, so you haven't got to worry about it. So one very nuanced thing would be to say, if there will be this procedure, this common procedure that actually it is a common procedure. Let's say an entry, gaining entry to this park, for example, is a common procedure, but you know that this unusual thing that would happen, it means nothing because there are procedures in place, and the people behind the scenes, let's say working at the desk, they know how to handle the different situations and scenarios. So the more you understand how people are going to respond, the more you can act, the better you can act, the more you can work and build with confidence, because you know, in terms of chess, for example, you know that this person at that current trajectory, they're going to go to a dead end. So you've won, all you have to do is just wait. You know these kind of things, therefore the rules don't apply to you in a bit of a metaphysical, philosophical way to say, you've won, you need to just do nothing, and the situation will pan out in the way you predict it will be. Now, I did a video 2 or so years ago saying that whatever you do, have the laws of physics, have time on your side, and at the same time, there's no loopholes in nature, there's no loopholes in physics, there's no loopholes in the laws of biology, for example, in this context, this park. Those rules are applying everywhere, are applicable all the time, so it's down to you to understand these things. We could say be a Renaissance man, be worldly, understand these things, understand that there's an animal there, so what's the animal going to do if I walk past it? Oh, it's going to do nothing or continue eating, so I have nothing to worry about, so to speak. I understand the psychology, I understand things. The more you are, the fewer rules apply to you metaphysically, philosophically. You can bend and circumvent them easier. You understand how laws of finance work, so you can then use credit cards or loans to your advantage in some fashion. You understand the ideas of compound interest, you understand these laws of maths. You understand how these things work, you understand recursive loops, so you understand the logic behind logic behind logic, so you can use these things to advantage. The more you are, the fewer rules apply to you. Very powerful lesson. It's not just the richer you are, the fewer rules apply to you, but the more you are, going beyond just the wealth, but the knowledge wealth and beyond. Powerful stuff. But otherwise, Adrian's daily vlog, sharing smart stuff men should know. Subscribe for more, and you will see me tomorrow.